Previously on Trail and Tide, after fighting the wind to get up, and then to pitch my tent,
If I let go of this, I am screwed.
I set up camp on top of Pen Y Fan, and after a night of bad conditions, we pick up the following morning.
Oh, that's brisk. Morning. Oh, so according to the Met Office, it's -5. Feels like -12. I'd say that's probably about right. Also, the wind shifted and now it's blowing directly inside my tent. So that's not worked out well. But there is a bit of a cloud inversion by the looks of it, which is quite nice. Oh, right, sun will be up soon. Let's get some breakfast. Oh, this is a stupid idea. So now, with a little bit of blue light, you can actually see where I camped last night. Ta-da! I mean, it's not a terrible spot. I still can't see the bit that I wanted to try and get to. Maybe it's down there somewhere, I'm not entirely sure. Oh. And you can see all the people with their torches heading to the summit, which is there in the cloud. Whoa! Go! Let's see. Warm yourself up. In fact, we might move this behind the tent. World's smallest stool. Wait. Why, it's frozen. Come on, gas. I know it's too cold for you, but I really need some hot water. I don't think it's going to get much warmer, the water, so we'll just make it as it is. It's mildly steaming, so at least it'll be warmish. And then we can watch the sunrise. It's starting, so let's get this underway. There's a lot of dogs up there. Oh, there's loads of people. That's why I don't camp the summit. Must be 50 or more up there. Let's use my little food pocket. Everything's harder in gloves. And this morning we're going to try something a little different. We haven't got lemon. Well, we have, but we're trying something else. We've got some Pickwick strawberry. Certainly smells nicer than the other one. And then we'll leave that like that. Ah, the thing broke off. Stick the lid on and stick it in its little pocket. There we go. Hot drink. Well, warm drink. Let's go watch the sunrise. Might need me stool. Oh, actually, it's quite hot. It wasn't bubbling, but that's warm enough. Hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There must be 100 people and they haven't even reached the summit yet. Should have brought me buff. Could have done with it, neckerchief. I even put me rab waterproof trousers on this morning to add some extra windproofing to my legs. So my hiking trousers are very good, and they are windproof to a degree, but I'm not sure they'd be this windproof. So I put the waterproofs on. Strawberry tea's a little odd. It tastes alright. It's just a bit weird. God, that's disgusting. Oh. Oh, that's awful. Oh. So, well, not lukewarm, but steaming water is fine for hot drinks, but not for porridge. God. I'm not eating that. That's kind of ruined the tranquility a little bit. Right, let's trade the porridge pot. I've got some more Lambus biscuits. I was going to snack on my way down. Right, let's try that again. After this, all I've got left is a pack of mini cheddars. Oh yeah, much better. Just cold. At what point does the sun class as risen? I can see a whole sphere. Does that count? I mean, do you sit here for hours until it's risen to zenith at midday? I can't do that. I've got things to do. Plus I'll be an icicle by then. Is there like a general consensus where everyone just starts going back down? There's nobody moving over there. I really should stop staring into the sun. No, I could have watched it in bed. Door would have been open and everything. Never mind. I'd hoped to photograph some wildlife or something while I was up here, but aside from a few birds, there's bugger all. No ponies, no sheep. Last time I was here, there was ponies over the top. There's a few dogs, I guess. There's loads of dogs. Runner. Absolute madman. At no point in my life have I ever thought, I know what, I'm going to go run the mountain ridge for the morning. I mean, hats off to him. I'm sure that takes quite a lot of dedication and commitment. I couldn't do it. I'm much more of a walker than a runner. That sums up my rugby career, that. Off he goes. He's still going. Didn't even stop for the puddle, he just leaped like a gazelle. Oh, no, now he's stopped taking the view. Oh wait, no, he's just going around a boulder. Now he's off again, the little jackrabbit. Go on, lad. Keep running until you reach England. Oh, the consensus had been made. Everyone started walking back down to the car park. The summit has begun to empty. Right, so that's what it is it? Right. Which point we think we're packing up? Showed the kit inside last night when I was setting up. Outside, I think I called it a cloud peak. It's not, it's a cloud up, I believe. It's a nature hike tent. It was some cheap one I got off Amazon, I think it was. It's a 3-season, as I picked up the wrong one. as you saw last night, I can even put it up in the wind, so it's pretty easy to put up. The only downside is it has got an inner and an outer, and you've got to put the inner first, then do the poles, then do the outer. You can't really do it all in one, so if you're in a rush in the rain, you might struggle. Oh, another runner. Ah, he's got competition. Morning. Yeah, we're lovely. But this runner's got a dog. A very happy dog. Oh, he's rolling over and playing. That I'd understand. That I would understand. Taking a dog out for a run and running on the mountain sounds fine. Taking yourself for a run, however, meh. My most important piece of kit, or one of my favourite pieces, is my actual bag. This is an Osprey Atmos 50, but one of the bits I love the most about it is it's got this little pod. So this clips on the top and acts at the top of the bag, but I keep in it all my important stuff, so any my asthmatics and my inhalers are in it, bit of food, snacks, emergency bits and pieces in there, first aid kit. So it's on top of the bag so it's easy to reach, but when I go into the tent, I unclip it, stick it next to me in the bed, and immediately everything that I need first hand is contained. I haven't got to worry about packing or unpacking or anything. I just clip it on, clip it off. Job done. One really nice thing about this tent, in the summer when you're not freezing and you can afford to take the outer off, you could just sleep in that bit, which would be quite nice. Not today. Now my tent probably would fit inside the bag if I squashed everything down, but I do quite like having it on the outside. Twofold. One, so that when I get to camp I haven't got to go into the bag to get it, so I can just start pitching. And two, this bag gets a bit heavy, and when you put it down, it has a tendency to fall over. But if you put the tent outside, you can lay it backwards, and it'll sit upright using the tent as a foot. Right, that's in. That's in. Hopefully. Like so. My genius knows no bounds. I'm just walking back and I found a little water pool and some icicles. So we're taking a few pictures and making the most of this. I'll put them in here on the video to show what it looks like. Starting to get feeling back in my toes now, so that's good. But it's that weird feeling when they come back and they hurt because they warm up so fast, so that's bad. Fingers are coming back, so progressing well. Not sure if I prefer mountains or coasts. Like, if you watch the channel, you know I love sailing. Obviously I can't really do that in January, so, well, not in this country anyway, which is why I've gone hiking. I'm not sure which I prefer most. Let me know in the comments your preference. I mean, it could be coastal hikes, mountain hikes, or sailing over hiking, or hiking over sailing. Or maybe just tell me how you like to get outdoors and enjoy all of this. Because it is beautiful. Even if you do see a few mad runners. This looks interesting. I might try and photograph this. Because I'm not likely to be here in this moment ever again, so why not? I've got time. So, let's get the camera off. And now for the easy bit. Down. Got to be a bit careful because I've got a heavy bag still, so little steps. If you watched the last video, which was the tall ship sailing, part 2, you would have seen that I'd, was it in part 1? Maybe in part 1. I'd had enough of using GoPros because they always seem to fail for me. So this entire trip's been filmed on a DJI Action 5, which has been brilliant, to be honest. I've got a few other DJI products, including drones, and they're great. So I thought I'd take a risk on their action camera, and it has been brilliant. The batteries have lasted much longer, and they've been reliable, which is the main problem I have with GoPros, is I would charge the battery up, and by the time I get to the destination to use it, it'd be flat. Or the GoPro would, for some reason, drain it in half the time it was supposed to. So far, this camera's been great. I've used it for everything, so if you like the look of the video, it's because of the DJI Action 5. And I'm filming it in D-Log, so I'm going to do a lot of the color grading myself when I get back and do the editing. Oh, and the microphone, which is a bonus over the GoPro, because it doesn't have an offset microphone, is I can use my DJI Mic 2 that I got with the Osmo camera that I use for a lot of my vlogs, or travelling stuff, and it pairs with this camera as well, so I haven't had to buy an extra one, which is good. So I've just had to use the same one twice. So, nice. Can't remember how much it was. I know they are the new flagship model, so they will be a bit more down the expensive end. But by all accounts, the Action 4 is also very good and uses the same batteries as the 5. So if you do have a 4 and want to upgrade to the 5, then the batteries are the same, and vice versa. If you buy a 4 and you want a 5 later on, when the 6 comes out and they're cheaper, then that works out too. So, yeah, thoroughly impressed. Anyway, back to hiking. It's just occurred to me, going down, I've not taken my thermals off. That would explain why I'm boiling. At least taking the hat off and make things a lot better, because a lot of the heat escapes from your head. Something quite interesting is I can see like a little quad bike trying to come up with blues on. Well, I've never seen mountain rescue on here before. Hope whoever's had to call them out is okay. I didn't realise you can get a quad bike up here. Problem at the moment, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but all this is sheet ice. All these water runoffs are frozen overnight, so a lot of the trail is not a good idea, especially with weight in your bag, because if you're going all the way. So where possible, it's gravel paths for me, and if not, it's up there on the grass path, like now, because all of that is just ice. I don't fancy actually having to wait for mountain rescue on the way down. It's all just ice up there. There we go. I nearly went on camera. Great. Well, that's clearly a bad idea. If I hadn't realised it was going to be this cold, I'd have packed my crampons. In hindsight, I probably should have put them in anyway. Ugh. It's getting quite serious down there. There's about 3 ambulances. I thought my bag was heavy. It's really slippy underfoot, mine. Just watch out with the.
Yeah. So like this morning, you can just pop off and.
Right.
And that's not
Should have packed crampons. The buggy team were just the advance party. There's about 8 or 10 hikers all going up, carrying very large bags. I'm assuming we'll have a stretcher in of some kind, on their way up as well. I hope whoever's injured is all right. It's not a nice place to get stuck. And that's it. As we cross over the bridge again, we're back to the car park and home. Oh, let's get this bag off my back. There's 4 of them out. It's a lot of people. There used to be a burger van here, so you can get some food when you got to the bottom. It appears to have gone with the modernisation. All that's left is some compost toilets and pay meters, of course. That's it. We are back at Base Camp Van, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, as it's also been known as. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video of my ramblings and little going on. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment below, maybe interact with some of the stuff I've been asking during the video. If you really like what I do, please subscribe to the channel. There is a host of videos already of different adventures, sailing, hiking, all that kind of stuff, scuba diving, and a lot more coming up this year. So, thank you for watching, take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Just had an ambulance come by, and now HeliMed's coming down the mountain. Right, now that HeliMed have gone, that will finally be it now. So thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye. Here's a little behind the scenes for you. The van is frozen overnight, and it's quite an old T4, so it won't work. The heaters don't work that well. So we're resorting to using the last of the gas to boil some water, at least it's steamy, to defrost it so we can start driving home. Never mind. Right, catch you on the next one. Goodbye.